Hello and welcome to Lambert Cottage. This video was a requested video about making a budget for stationery supplies. And this is pretty much how I do it. I have a limited budget only because on supplies, because that's what I chose to do. So what I suggest to start off is to set a limit. So anywhere from 20 to 50 or whatever. Usually mine's between 20 and 50. This month it was 40. So and then at the end, make sure you stay tuned, because at the end I made a print off sheet for you to print that's totally free. You can take a screenshot of it, and it'll help you budget for your stationery. So the first thing I would suggest is to set a monthly or quarterly budget. Decide, how realistically you can spend on stationery each month or every 3 months, and start small. Start small at first, like 20, 50 bucks a month or even less, and adjust that based on your income and priorities. Number 2, track your current spending. Look back at recent purchases to see how much you're already spending, like on notebooks, pens, markers, stickers, all that stuff. And this helps set realistic limits. Number 3, categorize your stationery needs. Break it down into essentials. What's necessary, what's not. Items you can actually use up, like pens, refills, journals. Non-essentials is like decorative tapes, like here I'm counting mine out. Novelty items, duplicates. Prioritize the essentials that are in your budget. And then 4, make a wish list. Keep a list of running items that you want. When you're tempted to impulse buy, you can check this if this item is on your list and fits within your budget. And be sure and shop smart. Number 5, shop smart. Look for sales, bulk deals. Use reward points or cashback programs. Follow your favorite shops for discount alerts and discount codes. I always talk about I have a beautiful leather notebook that I show all the time, and it's from Happy Hollow Farms, and you save for it. And it'll last you a lifetime. So kind of decide on what items that you like to do, what you want to save for, and put back a little bit of that money each time. So if you want to impulse buy and say it's $50, instead of buying it, put that $50 into a savings to save for something you really want. And number 6, keep a stationery inventory. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. This is just kind of I have more than this items. I'm just using this as a sample of what's on the top of my head. But actually go through your stationery items, because you'll see maybe you have, like I need to make more antique looking paper. So tea-dyed papers. I only have, I think, about 5 left. So that'll remind me, hey, I need to make more, order more, whatever. And then, my last tip, number 7, if you can, try to make stuff, as much of it as you can. And that will save money. Use what you have. That is like my big thing. Use up what you have first. Make something pretty out of what you have. And say you only have a bunch of ephemera, say post office ephemera. Well, look up YouTube videos on how they use post office ephemera to use in their journal spread, stuff like that. And you can get so many neat ideas here on YouTube for things like that. So washi tape, I absolutely love. That is what, besides leather notebooks, I like to splurge on washi tape. And I got a whole bunch of these, and they were really inexpensive on Amazon, and there's a reason they're, kind of thin. It's not a whole bunch on it, but I think it's beautiful. And instead of hoarding it, I decided to use it here and there in little places. So as you can see on the right, I didn't have any more of that lace that you see on that brown notebook underneath it, so I just drew the lace. And you don't have to be an artist, just do what you can. This is your journal, so it doesn't have to be pretty for anybody but you. And if you don't want it pretty, it doesn't have to be pretty. So, but I just used a little bit of this tape, and then I decided I really wanted some on the other side, and I thought, well, what else can I use instead of using my favorite all-in-one? What else could I use? And I thought, hey, I can use some masking tape because it's about the same color to kind of fill up at that space. And that's what I'm saying. Use what you have. Masking tape, that's all washi is. It's just decorative masking tape. I have some right there in the middle to keep it covers the staples so my little rubber band doesn't, get jarred up. But put masking tape there and then decorate your masking tape. I can put the same amount of washi but smaller in the middle, and then that way I can save the washi, and I'm demonstrating that here in a second. You'll see what I mean. You just take a piece of it, so instead of covering the whole length of that, and or making two pieces because I actually wanted it wider, just put masking tape underneath it, and it just looks like one big piece of really pretty decorative washi. So that is my suggestion. And here I can't decide what I want to do as far as stickers, so I kind of nixed that idea, and I'm just coloring this lace bow that I drew. I drew this lace bow, and I just basically looked at one on clip art and drew it myself, kind of put my own little flair to it. And to make it go with the white and the creamy color of the masking tape, I'm just using colored pencils that kind of go with that theme. And that's it. So see, you can budget, you can make your journal look however you want it. You just have to be creative as far as not being a creative person. You just have to use your imagination and use what you have, and you can really inspire yourself. Like this turned out to be one of my favorite pages in my journal because I love lace and I love creams and whites, as you all know. And it just, you do your thing, and then you will end up having a very unique piece. Something that's all yours, something that doesn't look like anybody else's, something you cannot buy in a store. And so I'm going to get this journal page or this inventory page out, and I will have that here in a second. And like I said, just screenshot it, do whatever you want to do, copy it down, and thanks for watching.